What's going on? In this video, I'm going to show you how I edit my YouTube videos, which are my music production tutorials in DaVinci Resolve. Let's get right into it. DaVinci Resolve is a free software that you can get a free version of that you can download for either Mac or Windows that you can use to edit your videos. So if you open it after you install it, you'll get a window like this one. You can actually see my previous videos that I edited listed in here, so you can see that I have been using DaVinci Resolve. So what I want to do is I want to click on this untitled project here, and I'm going to click open, and then it's going to open a new project. And then what it's going to do, it's going to start on this first page here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up my folders. Like I have this folder here, and I'm going to use the video files from my last video that I dropped, which are these two files here. I'm just going to drag them and drop them right here in the media pool, and it says change project frame rate, and I'm going to say change like that. And now it's going to import. So now you see the files, the two files over here, and everything's looking good. And now what I want to do is I want to come down here and I want to click on the edit page. I want to open that so that I can start editing the video. So what I want to do is I want to create a timeline. So what I can do is I can just maybe drag and drop like this, and it's going to create a timeline using automatic settings, or I can just right click right here and say timelines and create a new timeline, and then I can click here and use project settings so that it opens more settings, and then I can come here to format, and then I can change settings of the project like right here. So I can pick the resolution. If I want to edit in 4K, I can choose 4K, but I want to edit in 1080. I can also choose the frames per second, and then I'm just going to choose create, and then it's going to create a timeline that you can see right here. And you can also rename this timeline. Like if I want to say, I can say YouTube video, but you can name it whatever you want, like the name of the video if you do have the name of the video already. And then I can just press enter so that the timeline is named. And then now I want to import the clips. So the first clip I'm going to import is my intro, which is where you can see me. So I'm just going to drag it and drop it in here. You can see there I am. So I'm just going to come here to inspector, and I'm going to close this, and also the metadata. So what I want to do is I just want to add the intro, which is where I start talking and introduce myself. So I kind of start, I think, right here. So I'm just going to trim like this until that point here, and then I'm going to bring it all the way back to the beginning like that. And then if I play it, it sounds like this. So now that's my intro. And then what I want to do is I want to zoom in. I'm going to zoom in to the very end, and then I'm just going to pick the end of the file after I finish talking. You can see here I'm looking at the wave here. I can just trim it like that, and then I can play the end if I want to. Okay, so that's not clearly the end, so I think I end right here. So that's where I end right there. So I'm gonna come here and zoom in, and after I finish saying breakdown, I'm gonna pick a razor, and then I'm just gonna cut right here so that I split right there. And then I'm gonna select everything after I say that, and then I'm just gonna delete it, or you can just right click the clip and say delete selected like that, and then it's gonna delete it. And then now I'm just gonna press this and just zoom out. And then now what I need to add is the next part of the tutorial, which is the screen recording and me smaller on the corner right there as a smaller screen. So I'm going to add that right here, and there you can see the next part. So this is the intro. So I'm just going to change the color of this and maybe turn it orange so that we have different colors. So the intro is this orange clip, and then the body of the video where I'm demonstrating what I'm doing is now this next clip right here. So I also just want to trim it. So what I can do is I can zoom in a little bit so I can see where I start talking. Then I can just bring the playhead right here, and then I can just trim it like that, or I can just use the razor to do that, and I can just cut like that, and then select the cursor again, and then I can just click on the clip that I want to remove, and then I can just come here to ripple delete, and then it's going to move this clip to touch and join the previous clip like that, so that it comes from the intro like this, just like that. If you want to add a transition, you can also throw in a transition if you want to. So what you want to do is you want to come to effects and you want to come to video transitions, and you can throw on the transition if you want to. There are different transitions in here that you can see over here. If I want to add a push, I can just drag on a push right here, and if I play it back, you can see there's my push. And if I want to make it transition faster, I can just make it shorter like this, and then now it's transitioning nicely. So it's up to you to pick the transition that you want. There are different transitions in this folder, and then you pick the one you want. And then after that, what I can do is I can then go right to the end of this clip. Let me just zoom out and go to the end of this clip here, just so that I can sort out the outro. So I think I finish around here. So you can see now I'm full screen again. So what I want to do is I want to switch from being small screen that you can see right here while I'm showing my screen to this full screen here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off when I stop talking, and then I'm just going to come to my razor, and then I'm going to cut right here, and then I'm going to also cut right here as I start talking as I'm full screen. And then I'm going to pick my cursor again, and then I'm going to ripple delete. And then if I want to add a transition, I can also go down here and pick another transition as well and just drop it on there. And I can even make it shorter a little bit so that my transition is not too long. And if I play it back, it's like this. So there you go. Now I can even change this clip to another color as well. I can even make it green so that it's a different color. So now I can see everything. I can just zoom out and I can see all my clips like that. So now I have 3 clips in this timeline. I have the intro, and then I have the body of the video, which is this clip right here where I'm showing the tutorial and I'm demonstrating what I'm demonstrating. And then I also have this last small itty bitty clip right here, which is the outro of the video, where I'm now just outroing, asking people to subscribe, which you should probably do right now. And I'm just wrapping up the video. So that's how I edit my videos. And also I just kind of skipped over everything that I can do in the middle of the video here in the body here. You can also just go through it and cut out the parts that you feel like you might have messed up in the body here. So feel free to just zoom in, and if there's a part that you feel like you want to cut out, that you feel like you made a mistake, you just pick your razor and then you just chop it like that, and you just chop the thing out, and then you select the clip and then just ripple delete, and then there you go. That's how I edit my YouTube videos in a simple way. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this super helpful, make sure to subscribe and drop this video a like. I'll see you in my next video. I'm X and I'm out. Peace.